Hello everyone, welcome to Friction Hall. An online world where we intentionally choose the friction we include in our lives. Why friction? Well, friction is like the pain between the idea between doing something and actually doing it. For example, finding the news. You can wake up, open your phone, and open your news app. In the old days, you used to go outside, get the newspaper, and we don't really do that anymore. I'm not saying that's all negative. There are definitely a lot of advantages to the increased convenience in our lives. However, it's really trained us to avoid most friction in our lives. I would dare to say it's made us lazier as a society. And don't get me wrong, this is not a Luddite channel. Like, I am not anti all tech, believe me. But I do think that there is a reason why so many people are obsessed with the idea of going back to what it was like before having a smartphone, before having a laptop, when we didn't have everything so customized on a screen. We didn't have these feeds that were showing us exactly what our data has trained it to give us, and then it's like this weird feedback loop. What this channel is mostly about is your attention. Grabbing hold of your attention and taking back your agency. As technology has removed the friction, we have started to lose control of actually making choices about how we are spending our time. Also, don't get me wrong, we always have the choice, but we have been trained. Our apps keep getting more and more addictive. Our phones keep being designed easier to use. And we kind of just fall into this doom scroll state where we are not making choices about what we are doing, but we are in this lull, in this hypnosis of having difficulty escaping and actually doing something that we want to do with our lives. We have all these ideas about things we would love to be doing. Oh, I want to start cycling every day. I want to start a business. I want to get a new job. And then at the end of the day, we just go home and we scroll TikTok or we watch endless YouTube videos. And that's not great. So let's take back our agency. We used to have more friction in the world. We used to not have DoorDash. You used to have to go pick up your food. You used to have to go to the bank to deposit your checks. You used to have to go to the store for everything you want. You couldn't just order the most customized version of things. You had to go to store to search for it. You had to go to department stores to try on all the clothes. You didn't even know what they had. You couldn't search their online inventory. And now we have like an endless selection of things at our fingertips, good and bad. But what has it done to us? What has it done to our brains? What has it done to our attention? And how can we gain back that agency, gain back control of our attention so that we are no longer just lulled through the day, through life, and instead are intentionally making choices about our direction and how we are spending our time? Technology is training us to not want to do the hard things. I honestly think that technology is a big reason why people are so much more avoidant of confrontation today. And that's honestly something that pisses me off about society right now, especially younger people, is just like how normalized it is to avoid confrontation when it's such a useful and integral human skill that will get you so far in life. Friction is not just menial labor or an annoying step. It can be meditative. It can be a useful pause before the idea of purchasing something and actually purchasing the thing. It can be a meaningful connection with a grocery store attendant. Even when we actually go out to the grocery store, most of us just use self-checkout nowadays. Who is this decrease in friction actually benefiting? Is it actually benefiting the consumer? Are we any happier today than we used to be? Or is it just putting money in big CEOs' pockets so that they don't have to pay people to be the intermediate step to this? That is what I mean, is the biggest deficit in friction and the biggest sacrifice we make when these tech products, when our phones, websites, applications are reducing the steps it takes, the effort it takes to get to a certain outcome, is all of the people that used to be in involvement in that intermediary step. The grocery store clerk, the bank teller, buying a movie ticket, buying an airplane ticket, getting directions to the nearest sushi restaurant. all of these conveniences that have been added through our phones and technology mean that much less of an actual interaction with a person. We are less social nowadays. I feel bad for kids that went through school during COVID. It had a serious effect on their social development. Like, I legitimately think that they have a harder time like actually going up to people in person and asking things, talking to strangers, because it was such a disruption. When we don't have those daily occurrences of going to the bank, going to the grocery store for checkout, when it becomes so easy to just stay home and take care of your to-do list on your phone, it literally robs us of this social connection that we have been bred for. Humans are not machines. We are not meant to be sitting at home waiting for all of our biological needs to be solved by technology around us. We need that social interaction. We need to build community. We need to get used to talking to strangers, going out and interacting with people that may not be in our close friend group or close circle. Friction Hall is about choosing when technology is going to make my life easier and building community to bring more happiness to the world. I am Allison Kristoff, and this is Friction Hall.